Hey guys, Rocket Rob here, and today I'm going to be talking about my wish list for Pokemon Masters. Pokemon Masters has been out as a soft launch now for a couple of weeks, 2 or 3 weeks now, and you know, we've pretty much all of us have finished the game and done pretty much everything there is to do on the game, which leaves a lot of things left that the developers could add to the game to make it a lot more fun. I've talked about how I feel about the game so far. There's a lot of great things about this game. You know, the look of it, the animations. There's so many beautiful things. The battles are good, but there's a lot of things lacking as well. So here are my top 5 things that this game is lacking. Firstly, more evolutions. Every single Pokemon that can evolve should evolve, in my opinion. I know that not all of the Pokemon in the games were evolved. For instance, you know, in Pokemon Red and Blue, Onix obviously couldn't evolve. That wasn't really an option back then. But I feel like, you know, this game is not really counted as canon for any of these characters. So I feel like they don't really need to follow those sort of rules, and they should allow all Pokemon to evolve. You know, there's a lot out there that don't evolve at the moment. And, you know, I think, for instance, we can't get Sceptile in the game at the moment, which is just silly. Definitely evolutions are important, and I really want to get them into the game. Next up, events. We don't have events yet. There's a tab there for events, but we haven't actually got any events listed at the moment. And not just any events. I know they're coming. We already know we're getting events. But I don't want them to suck. For those of you who have played Pokemon Duel, they kind of sucked. We got the same things over and over. You know, we had like the same 3 events that just kept coming up every few months, and yeah, they got very repetitive. So I expect Pokemon Masters to do something different, to offer innovative events that don't just repeat off the same ones that they've done before all the time. Like I expect at least every 4 months that we have something new that we haven't seen before. I've got some ideas for that, but you know, I guess a couple of them. One of them, we could all team up together and take on some boss, I guess. That would work. I've seen that in other games. What else? Maybe there could be shinies. There could be a shiny event where we can get shinies. Something like a tournament would be great. I know they don't have PvP yet, but hopefully they will. Yeah. I haven't really put a lot of thought into that yet, but maybe I will. Maybe I'll do another video where I just come up with some interesting events that I think we should get. Next up, the summons. They're too expensive. They're way too expensive. I have spent over $100 on this game already, and I haven't got all the figures, sorry, all the sync pairs that I want yet. Yeah, this, like, paying $50 for 40 something dollars Australian for 10 sync pairs is really expensive. So I think that's a common problem a lot of people have with this game, is that, yeah, it's just too expensive. Bring it down a bit. Next up, actual character stories. Okay, so when I heard in an interview that every single sync pair gets its own story, I was very excited. I figured, awesome, they're gonna have their own little thing where you can you can use this character. You go through a few battles, a few scenarios. They have a proper story. But no, all it is literally just a few lines of dialogue, which, if you're like me, you just went through it and skipped all of the dialogue just to get the free gems, because you didn't really care. I think they should have proper stories where you get to really understand the character and battle with them. I reckon you should be forced to use their Pokemon in that, so everyone gets a go at using everyone's Pokemon. You know, not like even the useless Pokemon get a go. Although there's not really any useless Pokemon in this game, to be fair. Finally, the big one, PvP. And I know this is very controversial, guys. A lot of you out there think that PvP would ruin the game because it would put the whales way above the free-to-play players and just make it completely pay to win. But I think if, you know, we get number 3 on my list, the cheapest summons, then that would completely fix that issue as well. But what... Oh, man, we need it. We seriously need it. I'm coming from a game, Pokemon Duel, where it was all about the PvP, you know? Like, we had our community events, our community tournaments, we had the ratings, like, everything was PvP. We were all going, we had our clans, you know, going for number 1, trying to be the best, go D-Clan. We had, you know, the World Cup, where I managed to win that with my team, Team Australia. Let's go. How am I going to do that? How am I going to beat other players and have the thrill of competition without it existing? I don't get that from beating AI, unfortunately. So I think we really need PvP for pretty much this game to stay exciting and for me to continue to want to play it. But let me know what your thoughts are, guys. I really hope that we get all of these things and that, you know, yeah, the game just gets better. I mean, there's some really great points to this game, I'm not going to lie, but there's just some really big things that are missing, and I hope that they do come to the game at some point. But yeah, leave me a comment below. Let me know what you think about it, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this episode, guys. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and as well, go follow me on Twitch. I live stream quite regularly. At the end of this month, I'm giving away a free poker flute that you can potentially win if you are, firstly, in the Pokemon Masters International Facebook page, or if you are in the stream and manage to get a free entry. There's going to be basically some bonuses to get some entries to win this poker flute. So guys, check that out. I'll leave everything in the description below. This is going to do it for today. Rocket Rob blasting off again. I'll catch you next time.